to you, uh, crabs. So for you, you have the strength card, the five of wands, and then you crabs also have the queen of cups. So the situation that's going on with you crabs right now, right? Let me sit back. Let me see. Let me see what's going on. Love the clarity. Let me see. Interesting. So a lot of you crabs are focused on living your truth. A lot of you crabs are focused on finding out what's the truth about yourselves, how to live your lives, and you crabs are essentially doing so. A lot of you crabs look at relationships. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. The strength, the five of wands, and the queen of cups speaks to how, you know, you were trying to make it work with somebody, or you have tried to make it work with others. It didn't work out because the two of you, whoever is you, whomever you're paired with at the time, doesn't necessarily understand how to be in a relationship with you. We'll hang out. Don't worry, we'll hang out. But doesn't necessarily know how to be in a relationship with you, and as a result, and we'll hang out later. But as a result, they don't know you. They didn't know you before. They still don't know you now. And you crabs definitely don't want to be with someone that doesn't understand you. You know, um, they don't really take the time to really understand who you actually are at all. Um, so the two of you just made a decision, right? With all this bickering and arguing, you crabs just basically, or you would have bickering and arguing because you would have people that would try to hold you down based upon trying to tell you what you can and you can't do all the time. And some of you crabs have no problem listening to what people say you can't do that, can't do this, can't do that, because you understand that relationships need to have boundaries. But they didn't want you to do anything. And you crabs decided, you know what, since they don't want you to do anything, that's not even what a relationship is in the first place. So you don't have to hang out with them. And so you crabs decided that you didn't want to hang out with them at all. So the two of you would end up splitting. And then you have the Queen of Cups and then the Five of Cups, which was, you know, you would have all these, you crabs would have these issues, or recently you would have this issue, right? Specifically coming out of this connection that you have had, because now it's the question of, okay, well, maybe you crabs are broken, right? Maybe there's something inherently wrong with you. So a lot of you crabs are internalizing the nonsense as opposed to understanding, right, that it wasn't you, right? Especially not now. It's a lot of that stuff is not you. And so there's, right, the devil card. You feel captured, you feel caged by your own emotional hangups, right? And you crabs are understanding that that's a problem that you're going to have to go through. But then you have the hermit in the tower. You realize that this is a situation that you're going to have to go through on your own. And that right now, you crabs are not dating anybody. No, you're not. Because, again, you understand the kind of baggage that you crabs have been through. And you understand that if you were ready to be in a relationship, you would not internalize what was unnecessarily, that what was not supposed to be internalized. I know a crab right now, right? The zodiac sign, I know a crab right now. Shout outs to her. I'm not going to say her name, but she's literally going through the same thing where she's been in a situation herself where she thought that her boyfriend or whatever, her and him was supposed to be cool, and then like they moved in, and there was, and I literally had, because it was from TikTok, I literally had met her from I actually thought she was cute. I still think she's cute, but I had originally met her from TikTok because you know, she was she was talking about how it is that she had moved in with this guy and that she actually wanted to be in a relationship with him, right? She had the engagement ring around her finger, all of that stuff, but she's thinking about it like, holy, this is a big step. The next thing I know, she comes like the next thing I know, like literally, this is one live. This no. I don't even want to lie. It's probably like one or two lives. Literally, I'm talking about live stream. And literally, she went ghost. She ghosted people. She ghosted everybody, right? She just didn't get on live stream on TikTok. I want to say literally for about 2 or 3 months. And then the next thing I know, she's getting on. She's visibly upset. She's visibly sad. She's visibly not having fun. And I'm asking her, what exactly is going on with you? Like, what's up? And she's like, oh, do you know the person who I thought was Mr. Right? Yeah, well, me and this person was having some serious issues. This person was wilding out. So I know that you crabs, I know what you crabs are going through because I'm seeing it like literally play itself out. Like I'm literally doing these videos, and as I'm doing these videos, I literally get a chance, bittersweet, right? Bittersweetly, to actually see it play itself out in real life. Because I don't want you crabs to go through this, you know? But at the same time, I know that you crabs are not interested in dating anybody. That is not the priority. The priority is to heal yourself from the dating and from the overall relationships, right? You're doing what crabs are supposed to do, nourish oneself. I actually learned how to heal myself from you, from the crab zodiac sign, paying attention to it and trying to think about what it means. And crabs represent nourishment, right? The zodiac sign, it represents self-nourishment. So does Taurus. And I've talked about this before, but Taurus represents nourishment physically, right? Fruits, vegetables, your diet, working out, physical education, physical education, working out, doing your thing. But then the crabs represent that too. They represent that too. But also, they also represent emotional nourishment as well. So also needing to take the time out, taking breaks, being by yourself. This is what you crabs like to do when you are in solitude, right? Taking a break from other people in general so that you can actually not be so crabby or upset when other people are around you. You could be a lot more pleasant because you don't feel like you're smothered from too many people. And that's exactly what's going on with you crabs right now. You are doing the work to heal yourself because you realize that these relationships that you have successfully been in and out of with these different people, you realize that they're not necessarily doing you good. They taught you some lessons, but you crabs understand that you're going to have to completely rethink how you perceive other people. You crabs are trying to figure out how is it that you can determine if a person is like a psycho or if a person actually is a decent person. And the truth to that is some people, most people you're going to be able to tell, some people you can't. I'm just being honest. Because even sometimes I get slipped up and I end up getting caught up in that in a wild situation because they play the role so well at first. But it's rare. It's very rare. It's rare, very rare that this happens to me. And to be honest with you, you crabs shouldn't be beating yourselves up about it. As long as you get good enough to kind of get a basic general understanding of, okay, these are some situations that you really want to stay clear of. Don't sweat the small stuff because most people who are dysfunctional in that way, they're never going to make it to the point where they can play their cards right to fool other people. They're never even going to get there because their mind is all over the place and they want the control too bad. or what they think is control. So that's what the tower represents. That's what the hermit and the tower represents. Re-educating yourself. Taking a look at the entire board, paying attention to what you crabs got going on, because you crabs understand that you need to pay attention to, you crabs need to pay attention to just overall how you need to remake yourself. How you've been judging people is not healthy. It's not the best way. It's not a good way, because you crabs are still getting tripped up over this stuff. So the Three of Wands and the Temperance represents, well, first and foremost, you crabs have to forgive yourself. You have to find it within your own hearts to ultimately forgive yourself. That's first and foremost. And you have to reflect. You have to understand what you have done. You have to accept accountability for this stuff, regardless of whether people are watching or not watching. You have to accept this stuff. See, this is what has people, this is what is the defining factor between a person who is healthy and a narcissist. A person who does not want to reflect. A person who refuses to reflect at all costs. You can't force people to do something that they don't want to do. And then now come to find out, right? Because I know plenty of like sociopaths and psychopathic people, right, on TikTok, right, allegedly, or whatever the case may be. Maybe they are. I'm not going to doubt them, right? If a person gives you a heads up of all their faults and their follies, hey, the way that I look at it is, thank you for not wasting my time. So we're going to go with that. They're psychopaths and sociopaths. From what I'm hearing from them, psychopaths and sociopaths do remember things they can reflect. You dig what I'm saying? You dig what I'm saying? So these are just bugged out individuals who just, you know, now granted, with that, it's hard for them to reflect when they are not quite sure if they are psychopathic, because from what I understand, there's a stage of them where they don't even understand, they don't even have self-awareness to even understand that they need to think about what they're doing. It's just, they just think that they're young and dumb and wild and all over the place. But it's the same thing when it comes to a narcissist. A narcissist does not want to reflect. They don't even know that they're supposed to do that type of stuff. And so it's the situation between you crabs. If you crabs are reflecting, which this whole reading is about self-reflection, and you're getting on your Pisces type of tip where you're learning how to become more attuned spiritually and fix yourself, this is exactly what you crabs are doing. And then the Judgment right here speaks to how it's not with someone else. This is about you. This is about how you crabs are becoming someone brand new, because you're doing the internal work. You know, you're not just going on dates and stuff like this. You're actually doing the internal work. Let's clarify the Judgment. Page of Swords, Three of Swords, King of Swords, King of Cups, Ten of Swords. So to clarify the Judgment, right? Page of Swords, the Three of Swords, and the King of Swords speaks to how a lot of you, very much so, you're at odds with yourself, and that you crabs are learning how to not be at odds with yourself, because this Page of Swords is you. This whole reading is about you crabs, obviously, but not just interacting with others. This is about you as an individual, and what you crabs are going through internally. And what I'm trying to say to you crabs is that y'all are in a situation where you're finding things out about yourselves, like you as a crab, you holding on to stuff. You doing what crabs do. You collect. But it's about what you're collecting. And when what you crabs are realizing that you're collecting is baggage. That's what you crabs are realizing. Like, yeah, you collecting some of the good stuff, the riches. You know how much gold is at the bottom of the sea? That's crab stuff, right? That's Pisces stuff. That's, you feel what I'm saying? And then there's land down there. So that's earth stuff. You feel what I'm saying? But at the same time, you're also accumulating the tin foil and the tin cans and the pollution and all that trash that's there, the plastic and all of that, which is getting dissolved by the sun, because plastic dissolves by UV rays, thankfully. But you're realizing that you are accumulating the junk because you're internalizing that when things don't work out, that it's always got to be you. And the truth is, sometimes it's not you. Rarely, but sometimes it isn't, you know? And so the King of Cups here and the Ten of Swords speaks to how you crabs. So now it's you have to learn to self-reflect, figure out what exactly happened with you, specifically you as individuals. You can share it in the comment section below, right? Y'all can give each other support and all that good stuff. I encourage that here. And and not only that too, but also how to actually move forward with it. Meaning that how to forgive yourself and move forward to where it's not like you're just running away from, you're confronting it. And then when it's time for you to actually figure out how to get over it, how to resolve that issue, right? Now, it's a matter of you crabs running away from it just before you about to cross that threshold into health, because some people do that and they will run away from actually being more healthy their whole lives, and they'll be a coward. So that's pretty much it for now. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. We're literally a few subscribers away from 19,000 subs. Let's get there. Smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, hit the notification bell, set that notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos. And I've said this before, if there was no you, there would be no me. Shout outs to all the zodiac signs, shout outs to y'all, shout outs to everybody over here on the channel. Appreciate you. Peace. Oh yeah, and come through and get the readings. Like, you crabs don't be coming through like with. I want to see more y'all come through and get my readings, The link to that is in the comment section below. It's called the Linktree link. Come and get the readings. Like,